Hi, my name is Karen, and I run a boarding kennel for very special dogs here at my ranch. The dogs that come to stay with us need a little bit of specialized care because of their behavior, whether it be fear, anxiety, or even aggression. We have a very special guest returning to us this week who's a great example of how that specialized care can make a huge difference for these dogs. Let's go meet some dogs. A week at the ranch usually includes one dog going home and another one coming in. And this week, our newest guest is going to be the only dog staying here, which for this particular dog is actually a pretty good thing. He can be reactive around other dogs, and in new environments, he can get a little bit nervous. So when he's here, we don't try to make his stay exciting. We actually do the opposite. We keep things pretty boring, and that's exactly what he seems to like. Rule was impressive. One of his favorite things in the world is playing fetch, especially with this ridiculous looking hairy octopus. And if there's one thing I've learned working with dogs, it's that sometimes the best way to build a relationship with a dog is to figure out what they really, really like, and then let them have it. For him, that's fetch. For some dogs, it's food. For some, it's sniffing. And for some dogs, it's just being left alone. The important part is figuring out what makes that particular dog feel comfortable. He also happens to believe that getting all of the scratches is an essential part of the boarding experience. And honestly, I'm not here to argue with him. Meanwhile, Lily has her own ideas about how the day should go. This is one of the games we play called 2-ball fetch. And the idea is pretty simple. Instead of trying to take the ball away from the dog, I trade it for another one. That keeps the game moving, and it also means I'm not trying to reach into the dog's mouth and take something away that they really want. Especially with dogs who are prone to guarding toys, that little bit of management can make a huge difference. And then there's Chai, who contributes to the ranch by sleeping. She's very good at it. But Chai does have one other
Where
very
is she?
important job. Every morning, she usually goes to look for my daughter. She's gotten used to finding her right here, still in bed. Except this week, school started back up. So when Chai went looking for her, she wasn't there. And Chai was genuinely confused. I guess we forgot to tell her that summer vacation was over.
Come on.
But while Chai was trying to figure out where her favorite person went, our guest was settling into his routine. And this is where I think boarding dogs can be really interesting. Because when his family travels, he sometimes stays with other family members.
Oh,
And
big
when he comes
stretch.
home from those days,
Oh,
his
big
family notices some
stretchy.
behaviors they don't
Give me
normally
these.
see from
Give me
him.
these.
More jumping, more play biting, just generally more chaos. But when he stays here, we keep his world pretty small. We don't throw a bunch of new experiences at him. We don't expect him to socialize with every dog. We don't try to tire him out just because he's away from home. We give structure. We give him choices. We give him plenty of opportunities to do things that he enjoys. And we let him settle. And every time he goes home, his
Thank you
family
for the
tells us essentially the
kisses.
same thing.
Sweet
It's like he
boy.
never left home. He's so calm and relaxed. And honestly, that's one
Oh
of my
no, I
favorite
have
things
to
to
go get
hear.
it.
Because
I
I
have to
don't
go
want a
get
dog
it
to
for
come home from boarding
you.
completely exhausted because we kept them busy every second they were here. I want them to go home feeling like themselves. That's really what we're trying to do here. Not make dogs behave perfectly,
Good boy.
Not make every dog love every other dog. Not turning boarding into one giant dog party. Just give each dog the environment they need to feel safe, comfortable, and successful. And sometimes that means playing fetch with a hairy octopus for the 100th time. And sometimes it means realizing that at the end of the day, the dogs have their routine. And apparently, Chai's decided that the routine ends with going in the house. So that's a pretty normal week around here. Just dogs doing dog stuff, and me trying to make sure they get to do it in a way that works for them. I hope you enjoyed getting to learn more about what we do here for dogs at the ranch. And if you're interested in learning about more of the behind the scenes stuff that we do at our boarding kennel, then subscribe to Doing Dog Stuff, and we'll see you later.